Hello, you two. It's Friday, the 29th of January, and I thought we should have a story for the end of the week. The story I've chosen today is called The Slightly Annoying Elephant by David Walliams. Some of David Walliams' books have been made into films. Maybe you've seen some others by David Walliams or read them. Okay, it says David Walliams presents The Slightly Annoying Elephant, illustrated by Tony Ross. Tony Ross illustrates the Horrid Henry books, if you've ever seen any of those. And he's also an author who writes some of his own books as well. He writes the Little Princess books, if you've ever seen any of those. Let's see about this elephant then. One day, there was a loud knock on the door. Sam ran downstairs to open it. Was it his mum back from the shops? Was it a friend? Was it the postman? No. It was an elephant! A great big, gigantic, ginormous elephant. Hello, Sam, he boomed. Strange. How do you know my name? Said Sam. You adopted me, don't you remember? Well, I filled in an adopted elephant form at the zoo, but, spluttered Sam, the last thing he was expecting was the elephant to actually turn up on his doorstep. How did you get all the way here from Africa? Asked Sam. On a plane, of course, silly boy. The airline was very rude and made me buy 2 seats. Because he's so giant, isn't it? Now, if you will excuse me, I need to take a bath, announced the elephant. He pushed past Sam and made his way upstairs, knocking all the pictures off the wall as he went. I think he's going to be trouble, this elephant, isn't he? Because the elephant was so big, all the water from the bath flooded the bathroom floor. What's more, he used all the soap and all the towels. Instead of hanging the towels up afterwards, he left them strewn on the floor. What a mess. What your mummy would say if she came home and found that mess and that big elephant. I'm hungry, demanded the elephant. What do elephants eat? Asked Sam. Food, silly boy. Sam sped into the kitchen and rummaged through the fridge and all of the cupboards. He poured all the food into the house into a massive pot and gave it a stir. Quickly, please, called the elephant from the living room. Can you see all the food in the bowl? As fast as he could, Sam raced into the living room, where the elephant was sitting on Dad's armchair. Without a word, the elephant dunked his trunk in the pot and slurped up all the food in one go. Now I've had my starter, what's the main course? He asked. That was just the first bit of his meal. Later, it was time for Sam's favourite cartoon to come on the television. The elephant was snoring loudly, and there was a boring show about antiques on. So Sam prized the remote control out of the elephant's foot and changed channels. The elephant was watching the television, but he's asleep. All of a sudden, the elephant woke up. I was watching that, he boomed. You were asleep, protested Sam. I was not. I love shows about antiques. Oh, sorry. Do you collect antiques yourself? Asked Sam. Of course not. I am an elephant, silly boy. A bit rude, isn't he? When the boring antique show had finished, the elephant declared, I need to take exercise. Exercise? Asked Sam. Yes, I need to lose a few pounds. Do you have a bicycle? Yes, but, spluttered Sam. But what? Demanded the elephant. Why do you think he doesn't want to give the elephant his bike? Why do you think? Well, it's quite small, and being an elephant, you might break it. How dare you? Boomed the elephant. Now where is it? Dear, is he going to break the bike? So Sam wheeled his brand new bike out of the garage. Please be careful, he pleaded. I know my way around a bicycle, the elephant said. Last year I won the Tour de France. That's a famous race, bicycle race. The elephant climbed onto the bike, and as soon as he sat on it, he flattened it. Oh dear. That bicycle was falling to bits, silly boy. Dear, dear. After all that exercise, I need a nap, said the elephant. Then he fell asleep in Sam's bed. Knock, knock, knock. It was the door. Who could it be? Was it his mum back from the shops? Sam hurtled down the stairs to greet her. Look at all that mess. All that mess. But when he opened the door, he couldn't have been more surprised to see a massive herd of elephants. Our friend invited us to stay, said the one with the longest trunk. My goodness, there's a lot there. There were elephants in the kitchen, elephants on the stairs, even elephants in the downstairs loo. Meanwhile, Sam rummaged around in his bedroom for the Adopt an Elephant form. When he finally found it, he realised something. He should have read the small print. There was the form that he filled in to adopt the elephant. It says, Adopt an elephant. This certifies that Sam has successfully adopted an elephant. Congratulations. And then there's really tiny writing at the bottom which says, I hereby consent to said elephant coming to live in my house and inviting all his elephant friends to stay. Oh dear. Silly boy, it says at the end. I don't know what they're going to do now. I don't. I really, really like that one. David Williams does some super books. I hope you've had a lovely week year too. We'll see you back on Monday for some more learning, and we'll be back at the end of the week with another story. Okay, bye bye. Have a lovely weekend.